suspicious.
Giggling just wasn't an appropriate reaction to finding out the father of your child had just been shot and was in the hospital.
Mulvihill could have been killed, yet Lovejoy did not seem to be bothered by the whole thing.
It's not like he didn't get a life-threatening injury. He just happened to live in a time where we have excellent medical care, and he lived.
Detective suspicions were confirmed when they saw Lovejoy in a surveillance video from a nearby store. Lovejoy was buying a burner, and the burner's number matched that of the caller. When the detectives told Lovejoy about what they had found, she changed her story.
Good morning, chat. Good morning. Welcome to my live stream, guys.
Version of events that had happened.
She said that she just wanted to scare Mulvihill, not kill him.
She also lets us know that there was eventually a plan.
Welcome to another live stream.
Live
Stream. Please like, comment, and subscribe, guys.
Instructor Weldon McDavid Jr., who had previously appeared on TV for helping a woman defend herself.
Guys, I'm going to read Psalms 23.
Was the clerk that night.
I ask her, are you
The
prepared?
Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me down to lie in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest mine head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Good morning, Stacy. How are you this morning?
You guys are trying to accuse me of... No, we're not. Dude, well, you are. Well, I'm trying to find out your version of events. And you're telling me, I don't know.
When I watch a video, but it cut off.
The only thing that you...
Amen. Stacy, what happened to the video this morning? I was watching it. With P. Diddy?
Any reason why you would have any DNA in there? The DNA is something...
Okay, all the kids,
blow down the street.
them on holiday?
McDavid couldn't even identify the location.
Would you have been there? I might have been there, right? Why would you be here? I don't know. I don't know what's there.
After a while, he remembered that he had gone jogging in the same area, which was quite a coincidence.
You went for a run back here? Yeah.
Then McDavid surprised the investigators
Yeah.
at the site.
My battery died. I'm gonna go back live soon. Okay.
He had an explanation for why his
Yeah,
DNA
school
was
is
at the
on
crime scene.
break now, yeah. Yeah, me I do a little time here.
And we did have to.
Rain all come down. Rainy time now.
McDavid's story and just
We getting some rain, Stacey.
How much of a coincidence do you
Good
think
morning, Trini Queen.
knowing that the area that you took is the area that Greg was shot in?
Good morning, Trini Queen. How are you this morning?
the crime scene.
Did you wipe yourself? Did you use a towel or anything?
Yeah,
Where'd you get the towel?
it was there.
Really?
Trini Queen and Stacey, we're getting some early morning rain.
I didn't get it from anywhere else. I saw the towels there.
At that time, the cops had already found a set of matching towels at Lovejoy's home. They also found a smoking gun alongside a huge arsenal of weapons at McDavid's
Okay.
home. Lovejoy and McDavid were charged with attempted murder in the first degree and conspiracy to commit murder. By the time of the trial, the pair had sorted
Oh,
out
you're not
their
dead?
stories and were on the same page. The plan was to scare Mulvihill.
Oh, it's winning. Okay. Rain start now, Stacey. I don't know if it's all long.
In the air, and once they
But Stacey, I need to see Annie.
ceasefire,
Annie to play a game
Provided by Mulvihill, who took the stand.
with Chanel Ball, Truth or Dare.
He was trying to run away.
Annie going like she young is Stacey.
Probably 30 or so feet ahead of me, heading back towards the car. And while we were running, I heard about 6 more rapid gunshots.
If the plan was just to scare him, then why did McDavid keep shooting when Mulvihill was already scared enough to run away? Aside from debunking the scare tactic narrative, Mulvihill also describes the moment he realized what was going on.
Now, the time I realized what I was looking at, it felt
Oh,
like I'd been
oh,
hit in the back.
I'm alive,
Took
but
a stand, describing how the bullets kept raining as the two tried to escape.
from your ask.
We ran the other direction, away from the gun.
The prosecution's main argument was that McDavid didn't fire 6 rounds.
Yes, you're too good.
Gunman lying in the snow shoots 67
Yes, Trinity Queen, the cricket them quiet today. Maybe in the evening then we come out. Stacey, you're so good. Yeah? And you clean up. Me can't bother. Then Stacey and Honey are clean up. That's why I pick them Stacey.
She suspected that Mr. Mulvihill was
Oh,
he had to go through
probably in the evening. Trinity Queen. You will hear them.
sex therapist. The unanimous conclusion was that
Yes, quiet no, Trinity.
little boy.
Stacey said, why? And careless door. Like, really?
Actually, he was the better parent of the two.
And he can't do anything. She can't take as much as she wants. Alright. Yeah, man, you soon hear them. You love hear them, Trini.
The jury heard both sides and began deliberating. Then it was time to hear the verdict. Lovejoy did not see it.
Oh, it's a plan.
Part of the state of California, in for the county of San Diego, the people of the state of California.
Them not easy though. Them better, you know what, Stacey? Them better put them money there to use. What if TikTok locked down? She have make money, she better fix up her place and keep herself quiet. But she rent what she call the place, Airbnb? Every minute she rent Airbnb, have to pick them up and down. Instead of she send them go school. And make a little girl them get them good education. But she never get, she have them up and down. Something wrong with them. Better take that the money they fix up. Yeah, me see it. But buying the land, Stacey is one. She have the title. She have papers. She get a lawyer. And that Anya use a trick the crowd. I see him so she did got Cayman and say she buy land too. Yeah, she got Cayman, Stacey, and say she buy land. So with the land there where she did buy a Cayman, it gone. And then too good and lie.
Lovejoy was unconscious for a time, then taken to a hospital for treatment.
She did got Cayman, but she buy land. Frightened. Yeah, she lie like sure. Me don't know why people get out of lie.
I still care about Brian as much as he. I did love him. I loved him a lot.
You think people are fool? Of course. Of course. But I share the fool. She think people are fool, but I share the fool. And the house that she have up there, she figure fix up. But she buy a whole heap of material, why she not gonna fix up the house? If we have a nice little place like this, what she have, we don't fix it. And send the little girl to school.
McDavid also spoke at his sentencing, hoping for a lenient
She hop and down, hop and down.
I did not intend to shoot.
Like a rolling stone.
I'm sorry that I shot Mr. Mulvihill. It was.
She have make so much money on TikTok.
Previously.
And I'll take it waste. What if TikTok locked down?
Then Greg would not be alive.
If I had intended
And take people for real idiot.
He would have been dead.
Then he turned on the waterworks.
I thought of my son growing up without a father. My father
Them
was
have a saying, this is Stacey, then say want it, can't get it, and get it, no want it.
my father was
So she get it in abundance and I waste it.
I would not take.
Yeah, she get the money them in abundance and I waste it.
The duo's statements didn't sway the
And
judge,
some people don't well want their money there, no. Some poor people in some country, all out of people don't well want it.
when McDavid was
And they not get it, but them have it a
he showed
waste.
remorse, but only for cheating on his wife with Diana.
It was wholly unsatisfying. If I could only take back one thing,
Not buying no land.
get out of the equation.
She not buying no land.
The reporter then asked, masks.
Hi, Randingo.
If there was only one
Check,
thing I
check,
could take
checking
away,
in my sister. Blessing Randingo. I'm getting rain.
because I hurt my wife.
He says, good morning, everyone on the live. I choose
Taylor Lovejoy
Stacy.
got 26 years in prison for trying
Something
to
wrong
get
with
her
them.
husband killed. But one
Them forgot
Athens
college to
woman
tell
took
lies,
heads
Stacy.
for boyfriend. Like an
Them should
accused
have a
woman,
degree in a line skill.
killed her boyfriend and chopped up his body.
We have cutting or
Them
sawing
line
through
skill is
sharp
excellent.
injuries of the bones.
Very excellent.
It is my medical opinion that this would have taken quite a great deal of time.
On February 23rd,
I say nobody
2022,
perfect, you know, but
Shakespearean's
them
mother,
take
Tara
life at
Packanish,
different
found a
level.
bucket
To a
in her
different
basement.
level.
When she peeked inside, she was shocked to find
And
a
a big
severed head
woman.
of
She
her
not quite
24-year-old
trying to fix
son.
up her place.
Tara told her boyfriend, who immediately called 911.
I put on her clothes and go to church on Sunday daytime. Go praise, give God thanks and praise for what she achieved. But she achieved things and she not put it to no use.
What had happened.
She not putting it to no use.
Just like Tara's boyfriend, the operator was confused.
She thinks all the day she life she ever play strong, young and strong. Okay, you have clothes.
Could be a fake head.
Rain a door to door.
Could it be like a fake head or something?
Once Tara confirmed that the head was real, police officers arrived at her doorstep.
Okay. Some people just dumb as Stacy.
Didn't take long for them to
Them
find the
dumb.
bucket.
And them make TikTok.
The officers
Yeah, they make it nice, yes. Yeah, cause me love sit down and watch your video. Them, you know, hear me ask every day, where you find them from? Cause me enjoy them, Stacy. Me not lie. Me enjoy watching them.
The officers also found
So my time miss out, then where Stacy get them from? Where Stacy find them? But me watch them still. Cause when you're boring and you see them, you still and see video with them, you have to stop.
When she had last seen her son alive.
He was here a couple hours, but he was with Taylor. When's the last time you saw him? Well, he left with her.
That made Taylor business.
Yeah, when you're boring and you buck them up, and then make it nice.
When the officers found Shabusiness,
So Stacy, I see a video you go continue with P. Diddy. Our next video.
shortly after, Shabusiness was arrested and charged with first-degree murder and
Soon come
mutilation
back.
of corpse.
I'm gonna take some clothes off. Yeah, no problem. So Randingo, what's your plan for today?
Shabusiness was keen to share gruesome and graphic details of the crime.
What's your plan for today?
She described the exact moment when things got out of hand.
The chain goes around us back in church. And you just realize that he's going to die.
I think I went a little too far, cause like I was blacking out while I was doing it, right? And then like, I look at him, they were equivalent, so I'm like, I don't know, if he's good, it's good, but then like when I woke up, like, like during the blackout, I'm like, shit.
What's the plan for today?
I don't know, I just think I'm going like, yeah.
Rena, come on, me have some breadfruit. Me go roast some breadfruit.
Denied having any intent to kill him.
Give me a minute, guys. I'll mute the mic. I'll say, yeah.
You know, cutting up the spot.
So what does she do?
She killed her boyfriend.
He's right.
She killed
The most shocking confession
Yeah.
was that she played with her boyfriend's body for hours after killing him.
Nothing much, my sister. Okay. Yeah.
Shabusiness's confession was just the beginning, as she would continue to surprise everyone with her antics in the courtroom.
Okay.
After she learned that her trial was pushed back on her attorney's request.
Well, when me done running, I'm going to roast some breadfruit. I'm going to roast a breadfruit, Randingo.
Multiple cameras captured what
Yeah.
happened. Shabusiness didn't go down easily and even tried a wrestling move on one of
So
the
Randingo, they finish cut up the coconut them. They did finish back up your coconut them.
Rachel, go.
The situation was brought under control when backup arrived.
Blessings to you, my sister Stacy. Stacy soon come back in the chat, Randingo. She can pick up some clothes off of the line.
To have forgotten what happened.
She went to pick up some clothes off the line.
You went crazy on your attorney.
Yep.
You okay?
Yeah.
You gonna stay here?
Yes, my sister, and put them. Okay.
She can, she's gonna stay right where she's at.
Yeah. I did see her, but me just wonder if I did finish cut them up.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Now slide back. Yep. All the way to the door. Easy, just push back. There you go. There you go.
So you're going live later, Randingo?
And then bring the 7 in. Yeah, let's just go to 7.
You're doing a live later?
Shabusiness's lawyer requested to be removed from the case. As the trial continued, Shabusiness showed no remorse in the courtroom.
The doctor could just simply describe everything, but the question is this going to be helpful to the jury?
Aside from laughing at the details
Okay,
of the
try
crime,
man.
she
Don't
also
want to
laughed
try
at her
do it.
choice of slang.
I was
Try and do it.
chopping it up, like how we always do. And basically, I was like, Taylor was thinking, asking like, you wanna hang out with Shad? She was asking me like for consent to hang out with Shad, like to bring him over, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. It's cool.
And you know, Randingo, you see them coconut the way you have? Sometimes I have 600 off one, you know. $500, 600.
The list continued.
The doctor identified it
Yeah.
as miscellaneous piece of liver.
Them coconut the pricey.
Patella tendon.
And you see some little coconut and that Randingo, I feel.
Yes, sir.
I feel.
Took the stand to tell the
You want to
court
see
how
some
far
little
he
something
had
for your 300 Randingo.
boyfriend's body.
In addition to
And my grandparents have coconut tree, you know. And you want to see when the people them come to buy them, they want them for little and nothing Randingo.
And what was that?
And then my grandma could go make a bag of money from them. Think people easy? And when them a sell them something,
Also mentioned how the killer had cuddled with Shad
a little something for y'all
and even used a
$300. Yeah. And they want people think so little and nothing.
The prosecution
At the same time, when them you sell them, I then get it for little and nothing, they make a bag of money from it, Randingo. They don't like spend money, but they like make money.
Choices to use methamphetamine.
Me used to get them too.
Choices to
Me used to love.
friend.
Me used to, sometimes I used to cut them up. Like if me pick coconut and them birds, I just cut them up. Yeah.
give their verdict on the original charges against the
Yeah,
killer.
sometimes they're not good. Because me did buy, me go shopping one day and me buy 2 coconut from a man. And so when me reach Randingo's, the coconut they're not good. Me have to end up buy coconut cream. They're not good.
conviction. The next verdict reads, we the jury find the
Doing
defendant Taylor
good.
Kenesha Business guilty of third-degree sexual
But
assault
me,
and charged with
some of the time we make the mistake, you know. We not test the coconut before we leave, you know.
During that time,
Whenever time we buy coconut, we need to break it and see if it's good before we leave.
So I have to consider the
Yeah.
gravity of the offense, the character of the defendant, the need to protect the public, as well as other
And that
aggravating
day
and
me have to
mitigating
spend
circumstances.
extra money, buy coconut cream. Because the coconut, when me go now, say me go break the coconut for hooks it out. Coconut no good. Me have to throw it give hug. So me be the loser and him be the gainer, cause him the salesman get the money and me be the loser.
I forgive you for what you done to my son. Yeah.
On good time me get good coconut and when me go my my grandmother and my grandfather me get coconut. And sometimes them pick coconut or them pick up coconut and me just take out some. All 1 6 or 1 dozen. Yeah.
I think there's a lot of hope.
We can serve me for your time.
You know, you can make use of your time and be a better person.
Chad's uncle was not as forgiving when he took the stand.
And I see how then love the coconut. Then I say, wow, and they go. That's why I say if you have coconut tree and the cream is not good. No, it can't good as the original. Can never good. Just when you cook your coconut rice and peas, the rice and peas with coconut, you can't eat it without meat. Yeah, you can't eat the coconut without the rice and peas without meat. And when you cook it, the smell alone.
What he said at the end of his statement got applause from the courtroom.
Coconut cream, again, no dash.
I will pray that you meet the same fate.
When you have the coconut, you just take it out, cut it up and blend it.
So have a good life, good business.
Yeah.
But none of this seemed to bother Shabusiness, who kept smirking.
You know, say surrounding my grandfather, you couldn't give him a blender for use. Yeah, him say blender take away the something and it out of it. Him cut it and grate and wash the coconut them and grate to them.
No, there isn't.
The man in a love blender, him not love microwave. Him love when him food hot up on stove.
Judgment of the law, that this business be sentenced as follows.
If he ever know say you hot up him food in a microwave, him don't want it for eat.
Life imprisonment without
Him say him will wait the time for him food get for hot up in a stove. Now use a microwave. And in loving greater. And in no time him finish greater him coconut.
Class F felony, 7.5 years of initial confinement, followed by 4 years of extended supervision. That'll be consecutive to count 1.
In no time.
Third-degree sexual assault as a repeater, Class G felony. I'm going to impose 3 years of initial confinement, followed by 4 years of extended supervision.
Yes, I know. That's all some people say. Yeah. Him like in greater. And him not use microwave. But I feel say you can trick him certain way. You have to put him food on stove. Say no matter how long it take for hot up, he will wait.
Seconds earlier, she was completely calm and even smiling at her attorney. But when the proceedings began and the attorney looked away, Shabusiness found her opportunity to take him by surprise. This time, the sheriff's deputies were ready and immediately jumped into action. And her attorney simply turned to the prosecution and signaled his lack of surprise. At this point, Shabusiness has attacked 2 lawyers and killed 1 man. But what happens when a killer stabs her ex-boyfriend to death?
That Mr. Alexander was that. You would have done that.
Yeah.
Yes.
case of Jodi Arias, who stabbed her boyfriend 27 times before shooting
That's
him
a lot of
in the
time.
head.
And what's the girl to do after all?
So when
The
she
guy that
stabbed
she
him
was involved
27
with
times,
up
not
and
dead
died
already?
after she
You not have to
stabbed
shoot
him
him.
in his throat and shot him. What is she to
You
do?
know if you shoot
Can't you see
him.
that it really isn't her fault? At least that's
I
what
don't
she
know
wants
if
you
it's
to
one
believe.
time a man get wally passed up on him and he living,
Was taking a shower in his home
even though he
in
turned
Mesa,
cabbage, but he
Arizona,
living
when he
same
was
way.
attacked by Arias. She stabbed him 27 times and slit his throat before shooting him in the head. Later testimony from medical examiner Kevin Horn, who revealed that Alexander was alive when he was stabbed, and his throat was slit open by Arias.
How about this one right here? Could you tell by looking at it and conducting an analysis whether or not this was done either before death, at the time of death, or after death?
I think it was done before death. There is hemorrhage associated with it.
In other words, the gunshot came much later, when Alexander was already dead.
Could this person have been dead at the time that the gunshot wound was inflicted?
That's possible, yes.
Alexander's death went undiscovered until he missed an important conference call. In the meantime, Aria kept calling Alexander and even left voicemails for the man she had
Give
killed.
me a minute, my sister. I'll be okay, no problem. So them try to kill the people them. When they kill the people them, and then they jail, they have them freedom and gateway. Lucky.
She killed him already? And then on this vice note for them too.
After finding a key to
I spirit, I go read the voice message.
and found large pools of blood. A few minutes later, they found Alexander's body in the shower. Moments later, they called 911.
What's going on?
Yes, people that cut my life, please and thanks. Please like, comment, and subscribe, guys.
Alexander's friends named Aria as a possible suspect since she had been stalking him online and in person and had slashed his car's tires.
Oh, what are them people there?
Mom, Dad, this is Trevor. He's no Kieran. Is it rebound? Swing? Might be breakup.
We're like the parents who don't miss your ex. CG United. Good like that.
By anyone recently? Yes, he has. He has
MJ, I'm bare face, do you see?
and following him and slashing tires and things like that. And do you know if he's ever reported it to the police? Her name is Jodi.
And people are crazy, huh?
He's ever reported, hold on. Yeah. Ask him if he's ever reported Jodi to the police.
Alexander's home was declared a crime scene and searched by the police, who found a damaged digital camera in the washing machine. The cops were able to recover deleted images that showed Alexander and Arias together. Then they found a picture taken at 5:29 p.m. showing Alexander alive. The next few photos showed a bloody body. Bloody fingerprints from the crime scene matched with
After then cut him up.
Arias. Jodi Arias was arrested hours across the
Cut him up.
She stabbed him 27 times.
Yeah.
Then she cut him to one. Then she shot him.
She give she a god man. And then when it done, she a call the phone.
And then when she done, she said, Miss Call, voicemail.
Issues with other people, they're all still alive. I'm still friends with my ex-boyfriends, they're all still alive.
I'm crazy, huh?
Knowledge of what had happened to Travis until the interrogator revealed that police had pulled photos from the camera she tried to destroy.
The only people who will delete your photos. I don't care if you delete them 6 months ago. We can pull every photo that's ever on there.
What the hell for?
In Travis's bedroom with Travis.
Some suck my grandpa, because we're in a god world.
Taking photos of each other, and they're dated and time-stamped on the day he died.
Jodi denied being at the crime scene one last time.
Are you sure it's me? I mean, because I was not there.
It's you. And you know it's you.
Then the interrogator asked her point blank,
Why did you choose to go visit Travis that day?
Man, them people who want to go to church.
Continued to deny her involvement. The investigator mentioned other evidence.
Them need prayer.
I didn't do nothing to her, Nagi.
And she kill him.
I don't think he
They
would.
want prayer. They need to put on them clothes and go church on Sunday daytime or Saturday daytime. Oh, praise God, even for your hour.
Jody continued to act surprised.
Them not have no God in them.
But Jody was in the mood to quit playing games.
All of them people, like, where you see I walk and I make mischief and I create all animosity. They need to put on them clothes. And them, some of them sin left on them pitney because them come here and make trouble. And them a kill people and them have children. And they poor little innocent pitney them. And them the sin left off come off of the parents and they pitney them. Ever hear the saying bad luck was than hope here? Yeah, sometimes them sin come off for them and God for the pitney them. So all of we see grown and make trouble. And I create animosity and have all kind of evil starting in their mind. Yeah. You rub off right upon them pitney and them go say, oh, this happened to my pitney. Oh, this happened to my child. And them not remember what they do. Or the mean what they do to other people. Yeah. They mean to other people. Say rub off back on them children. Yeah. They have a saying, they say, it say, do unto others as you like them do unto you.
According to this new story, Jody was not only there, but had actually
you want to do bad to people, and you expect people to do good to you. Do unto others as you'd like them do unto you. They have commandment, they say, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not lie. But at the same time, people are thieves, people are lie, people are kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. And people are do all them something of them are broke God's rules.
And you know, he was a good man, according to her. And with regard to being a good man, well, she's
see, and so my cousin, they are not alive with mother. And when him cry and him cry and him cry, when he want back his mother, him want back his mother. Or who kill his mother? When not him kill him, kill her. All of them people you see growing up with them bad behavior, and they have kids. All of them evil things what them do. I you see things that reach them children, so my time no go come. A reaction I take them children. Yeah, reaction I take them children because them do people bad. And they make problem with people and then try grow and create all mischief with people.
No.
Did he ever ejaculate on your face?
No.
Did he ever call you whore?
No.
Must have a good relationship that you did with Miss Arias, correct?
This happened to my child.
You
know what happened to my child? You don't know the bad way they do. How you used to treat people. The trouble them where you make.
He dated someone earlier that year. She had slashed her tires.
When you have children or have kids, you have to sit down and look into yourself and see what you're doing all right. Your behavior all right. When you have kids, you have to change. Plenty people have kids and they not change.
Which the prosecution was not ready to buy.
I'm asking you whether or not you could see his face.
Not really, like he was kind of like this.
Okay, so what you're saying then is that he is more like a bull rather than a lion.
Yeah.
He's got his head down and he's charging like a bull with his head down. So if he's talking about with his head down like that, how could he possibly know to come after you if he's looking down? How's he going to do? Feel his way around?
Ultimately, it was up to the jury to decide whether Jody murdered her ex-boyfriend or killed him while defending herself.
The state of Arizona versus Jody Ann Arias verdict.
Before me treat somebody bad, me stay far from them. I try to kill, if you hurt nobody. Yeah.
Count 1, first degree murder, guilty.
At her sentencing, Jody had to hear from the family members of the man she had murdered.
My name is Stephen Alexander. Travis was my big brother. I was sleeping in after working a 12-hour graveyard shift in the Army. I woke up to the sound of my wife crying, walking up the stairs. I will never forget what she said. Samantha, I cannot tell her.
No.
You have to. My wife had the phone. It was my
I'm
sister.
and I go
She was crying hysterically.
Before do the
She told me,
done.
Stephen,
Yeah,
this is dead.
Huh?
My name is Samantha Alexander. I am one of Travis's younger sisters. We have been at this trial every day. We have heard every detail about the crime and the injuries.
After the emotional statements from the victim's family, it was time for Jody to speak.
I never meant to cause him so much pain. When Stephen said he read on Travis's 3x5 card that it said call Stephen,
Yeah.
I never meant to call. I know that's because of me. And when Samantha showed us
The
the
F?
last picture that she
What is this
took with
for?
Travis,
If
I know it's because of me that will always be the last
you
picture
chair
that she'll ever
FF?
take with Travis.
Finally, it was time for the judge to announce Jody's sentence.
What are you saying? It is too early. It is too early. Right.
The defendant shall be incarcerated in the Department of Corrections for the rest of her natural life with no possibility.
Never asked you for come
Jody
in.
was escorted out of the courtroom.
Oh.
She covered her face with a stack of envelopes.
Somebody probably never know why if you
Can
fuck.
you give me a reaction to the verdict, Jody? Is there anything you want to say to the Alexander family at all?
Jody's mother was more willing to talk to the press.
You dream of your daughter becoming a mom, walking down the aisle as a bride. Jody's never going to see that. It was very hard for me because I come from a big family. My husband comes from a big family, and Jody's not going to have a chance to ever experience that.
Jody had talked to the media, but that was before she was sentenced.
I would much rather die out sooner than later. Longevity runs in my family, and I don't want to spend the rest of my natural life in one place.
She said that she would rather die than spend the rest of her life in prison, but that doesn't change the fact that she will spend the rest of her life in jail.
The cell that is the same size and layout as the cell that Jody Arias is in right now. And you see it sort of decorated with the kind of things that a prisoner would have.
Jody Arias killed her ex-boyfriend and will spend the rest of her life in prison. But what happens when a killer stuffs her boyfriend in a suitcase while he is still alive?
It's been a few hours, minutes.
Like in the case of Sarah
Wash up my
Boone,
clothes
who
and
suffocated
people.
her boyfriend to death in a suitcase.
Say
For everything
you.
you've done to me.
Say me. Nose are stuff up.
I can't breathe. Sarah. Stupid. Sarah. That's my name. The word out.
A lot happened prior to that moment, like Boone's boyfriend Jorge Torres getting arrested multiple times for domestic violence. Boone was also arrested once for strangling her boyfriend, but the charges against her were dropped. There was a temporary injunction order, but the dysfunctional relationship peaked.
Some people like up the live, like, comment and subscribe, people. If you haven't, what are you waiting for?
Inside of a suitcase. All was well until it was time for Torres to get out.
Say you.
Refused to open the suitcase.
Say me. Say naturally.
That's on you.
Huh.
That's on you.
Torres begged Boone to unzip the suitcase, but she chose to record him plead.
Sarah. That's my name. The word out. I can't.
The two videos that she recorded went on for 2.5 minutes.
I can't. Yeah, that's when you really shook me. Sarah. I can't believe it. Oh, that's why I like when you ching on me. Sarah. Please, Sarah.
Put him in a suitcase to rot here. Suitcase, what a wicked woman.
Later, she called 911 to report her boyfriend's death.
Now tell me exactly what happened there.
Then she kill him. So she reporting death.
Like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep and I woke up and he was
outside in the suitcase, so I don't know what happened.
Boone initially claimed.
So all I'm reaching is suitcase.
She put him in there that you need junk on.
Wrong.
Mm.
Yes, we were playing hide and seek last night.
Then how much she put him in a suitcase? She want a lick in her behind.
Boone stuck by the hide and seek story.
We tried to play hide and seek, right? Okay. So he gets in the suitcase. Okay. Who is this guy? That's my ex-husband. My former husband. Hi. Do you live here with your guy? No. I called him over here.
Guys,
Okay. I didn't know what
yeah, on the one somebody on the live. I do a couple more minutes, guys, and then I end it. Because I don't really have anybody to interact with and talk to. So I'll soon end it.
Ultimately, the cops went through her phone with her consent.
Sarah.
Yeah. Does he have a phone? No. He doesn't have a phone. He uses my phone. Yeah, okay.
Inside, they found the evidence.
So, you. So. So. Stupid.
And when they pulled it up in the interrogation room, Sarah had some reservations.
Do I have to watch
She wicked though.
I continuously throw up. I don't sleep. I don't want to see it. That's okay. Well, it's on your phone. And
Yes, guys, I have a few more minutes left, guys. I'm just going to do the hour.
It's that long? 2 minutes. That's you, your voice.
The investigators then pointed out how Sarah had put effort into making her boyfriend's escape harder.
In order for him to have gotten into it, it was flipped up. Right. It was flipped up normal. Yeah. Like as if you're packing something. So this is upside down. Guys, this is killing me right now. So this image is upside down. This small video that occurred 11 minutes later is over the other way, closer to your dining room table. Okay. Now he's obviously still in there.
Her response to all of this was,
My intention was not to leave him in there. Please understand that. My intention was not to leave him in there.
the matter went to court, where none of Boone's attorneys seemed to stick around.
I can't effectively represent her. She doesn't trust me. She calls me a dud, I think, a buffoon. No one should have to endure that type of derogatory.
I'm not on food, my belly full.
Expect to effectively represent someone, especially in a murder case.
After going through 8 attorneys, all of whom withdrew from representing her, Boone had to represent herself.
You have 62 days to prepare for trial. I'm not going to answer that question.
During that appearance, she submitted documents to the judge, including a hand-drawn job ad for an attorney. That ad went viral, and ultimately an attorney named James Owens decided to represent Boone.
Sarah Boone needed a lawyer. I mean, I can't imagine our system. The case is an aberration.
Boone's attorney got her a deal where she would serve 15 years in exchange for pleading guilty to manslaughter. The deal was rejected by Boone, who went to trial where her position was that she suffered from battered woman syndrome.
Battered women's experiences affect her perception of anything. Victims of repeat violence may fear death in a situation others would not.
But then, text from her phone revealed premeditation and
You see,
crime.
Yes. What's the content of that text message?
And bless you. And
I don't know if you chat, say shut
I'll
up.
get rid of him.
Video
When you
from
chat
the
like
phone
you.
captured her screaming at Torres.
You're despicable. Leave me alone. You literally
Yeah.
have no right. And you're gonna fucking work tomorrow.
Come, Santi.
Don't look at me. Don't come close to me. Don't touch me.
Boone also took the stand and admitted to hitting Torres with a baseball bat.
Was he getting out of the suitcase?
Yeah, very much was trying, yes.
And so what did you do?
For the split-second reaction that I had, I happened to see that, and I grabbed the baseball bat and was trying to poke his hand to go back in to please don't break through, please. So I hit his hand.
So the jury did not buy Boone's story that she was too scared of Torres to let him live.
The state of Florida versus Sarah Boone. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of murder in the second degree.
Yeah.
His two ex-wives and daughters, all for knowing who George was capable of and has done in the past, his history of violence and where he learned it, then to keep turning a blind eye when I would ask for help.
Needless to say, there wasn't going to be an ounce of remorse in that statement.
In the end, I forgive myself for not choosing my life sooner, for not being more brave, vigilant, bolder, and outspoken, stronger, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
Finally, it was time for the judge to announce the sentence.
Ms. Boone, court sentences you to life in the Department of Corrections. With credit time served, that Madam Clerk will provide to you momentarily.
Sarah Boone filmed her boyfriend begging for his life as he suffocated to death. But how does that compare to a wife murdering her husband at his workplace?
And I wouldn't have been stunned if I'd been in the building that shot him.
Like in the case of Nancy Brophy, a romance writer who almost got away with killing her husband. On June 2nd, 2018, Daniel Brophy, a culinary instructor at Oregon Culinary Institute, went to work like every other day. But this day was going to be different, not just for Brophy, but also his students. Later that morning, student Clorinda Perez entered the Institute kitchen to find Daniel Brophy dead.
Pressure cooker not drop things in her.
Brophy was shot twice, once in the back and another time in the chest. So whoever did it wanted him dead. No valuables were taken, which ruled out the possibility of a robbery gone south. This shocked everyone since the man had no enemies.
He was a friend to everybody out of the school, holding stuff on the weekends to help you learn more.
Brophy's wife Nancy was inconsolable when she learned that the love of her life was gone.
You gotta take one step at a time, okay? Just take it slow. And, you know, there's nothing you can, there's not a lot of things you can do right now. Your mind's going a million miles per hour. You want to,
Here's the terrible thing. Even if he's trying to shot him, he's not going to bring him back. And I want him back. That's the part I want. I don't care about who shot him. I just want him back. I don't want him dead.
And the detectives had a hard time finding a suspect to begin with until they received a call from Nancy.
I don't want to be the stupid question of the day, but I think I need to be the stupid question of the day. So my insurance company said, well, just have the detective write a letter that you're no longer a suspect. And I said, man, I just don't know that he's there. And I'm not sure that he looks at that way. But if you do, I get you to write the letter.
The request surprised the detectives, who asked Brophy why she would need such a document.
Why would you need that?
Because they don't want to pay if it turns out that I secretly went down to the school and shot my husband.
After putting herself on the detective's radar, Nancy continued to dig herself into an even deeper hole.
We never would do something like that. I've never heard of that being done.
This is such a stupid little policy. I can't believe it's making me jump through hoops like this. This is only $40,000. And as my sister said, you know, usually when they do that, it's for millions. And I said, yeah, we weren't insured for millions.
Turns out Brophy had multiple insurance policies out on Daniel's life and stood to make $1.4 million from his death.
Nancy made claims on 10 separate life insurance policies, in which she was the beneficiary of over $1.4 million. Detectives also discovered other financial incentives.
That alone was enough motive for the detectives to look deeper. And they didn't have to look for long before they found a blog post titled, "How to Murder Your Husband." Researching crime was a part of her job.
You will learn that research, especially hands-on research, is a big part of many writers' lives. Ms. Brophy has spent good money on night vision goggles, a telescope, and lots of locks.
But what was not a part of her job was showing up at her husband's workplace and not mentioning it to the detective.
If the cell site location information put you at the school at 7:30 on May 17th, would you agree with that?
I'm not sure. And the reason why I'm not sure is, I'm just gonna say I'm not sure.
Investigators have been asking for surveillance videos from everyone in the area.
There is a possibility that somebody has a surveillance system that we didn't see their camera, so we do ask if you do have surveillance and you haven't been contacted by